in the top. Straight up, high the H, tall in the phone, don't stop. Watch the trunk just pop. And the
What's happening? What it do? We back, we back, we back. Got Dre in the building, got the run in the building, got my brother Tony in the building. Uh Good week of football, good week of football. Um I'm gonna hold off on that basketball talk until next week. Let everybody get a couple preseason games in and everything, you know what I'm saying? But them Rockets, man. We're gonna talk about it. Oh, and we're gonna jump on some conversation about them San Francisco Giants. You know what I'm talking about? But let's pick up where they left off, man, in the NFL. Tampa Bay, New England, barn burner, Sunday night football. Dre, give me your thoughts, man.
Big game, man. Just got finished watching that. It just seems like when it comes to with Tom Brady, everything seems like it's like a movie. It's like just the perfect scenario. You know what I'm saying? You know, he come back to New England. Not only he break the little passing yards record, and Drew Brees is on the sideline, but it comes down to the final drive of the game, and Brady pulls it off. It just seems like the perfect, like it's scripted or something. But I'm actually was shocked. New England played a real good game defensively. Gave Brady some issues. Of course, there was some drop passes from Evans and some of their receivers, but Matt Jones, he earned some stripes tonight. He looked real good. He looked like actually better out of all the rookie quarterbacks so far. So, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. But it was a good game.
Bro,
You're muted.
you're on
You
mute.
muted that.
Say I agree with Dre for the most part. He still got Josh Daniels as the OC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could tell because he had what's his name looking like a younger Brady on a lot of those plays when they was able to finally move the ball down the field. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the trick plays they used back when Brady was there. Uh, oh boy, that was a quarterback in high school throwing the pass across the field for the big game. You know, I mean, Belichick was with the dude, what 20 years? So he knows his strengths and weaknesses. I was looking at the ranking, and New England actually has a better ranking in defense than Tampa does. Tampa's got the 31st ranked defense, run defense. You know, so they really should have took more advantage of that. New England should have, but they didn't. But they still showing to be a better defense than Tampa at this point, ranking wise, anyway. And it looked like it showed today. You know, looked like it showed today. That dude hasn't looked that good all year, from what I recall, except maybe that first game. But he looked real good tonight, and you can tell Brady was a little frustrated. When they missed that field goal at the end, you could see a big sigh of relief on from Brady. He was excited that he finally that he was able to get out of there with that win, man. He wanted that bad. You read it on his face. He wanted that bad. But it was a much better game than I expected, to be honest with you. I thought that Sample was going, really, really put some pressure on that rookie and cause him to make a ton of mistakes, and that this would be a little bit more of a blowout. Not too bad of a blowout, but I didn't think the game would really be this close. Um, but yeah, it was a good Sunday night game.
See?
Well, I don't really got too much to add. Everybody kind of said everything. I just Mac Jones. So we we before the draft we was laughing at the San Francisco about picking Mac Jones. Like, why would they even think about doing that when they got guys that's performing? Look like we was wrong. Like, he does, like Dre said, right now look like the best one in there. Right now, and we did say he had the highest flow. You know what I'm saying? His ceiling wasn't that high. But in the way the NFL is, just how what they're doing with Sam Darnold and the guys that you don't need to be a superstar, you just need to know what to do with the ball to be a good um, quarterback in the NFL. And they tried to get pressure on him. They blitzed him, and that's sort of the little stat. Every time they blitz him, he made the right choice. So I it's just giving Mac Jones his props.
Yeah, I really don't have much to and I wish we could have seen them play um without the weather, without the pouring rain, to really see if how both teams could perform on in optimal situations. But nevertheless, it is what it is. It was a good game. Um, so Tampa Bay was able to get out of there with the win, and that's really about it. I don't know that we wrong about Mac Jones because of how he performed under the first four games, but that's another discussion for another day. Let's go on ahead and jump to now. Some of these games, we ain't gonna even worry about. We ain't gonna discuss. You know what I'm saying? You won't get that. You don't get that. that Dre shaking his head like, yes, please, let's not. Let's
We
not
don't even
go
need to talk
like
about that one either, man. That was terrible.
San Francisco, Seattle.
That was a good
Man,
game too, man.
Y'all want
Actually,
me to
oh, go
go?
ahead. I'm sorry. Who's first? My fault.
I'm asking, did y'all want me to go first or y'all go first?
Go ahead, go first, bro. It's your
yeah.
turn.
Yeah, much like I said last week, more the same. You know what I'm saying? That's really about it. Hopefully, hopefully, uh, the injury to Jimmy ain't too bad. Trey's not quite ready. He's not ready, and so I'm hoping that Jimmy is able to come back, and we don't have to throw Trey out there and have him starting games right now. Like he's not ready, and so that's all. That's about all I got to add. For that game.
Let
Go
me
ahead.
say, I'll say this, man. The first half, I thought y'all defense was nice into that last drive going into halftime. I was like, man, I was impressed with your defense, you know. And then somehow Seattle just found a way to make one good drive, and after that one good drive, it's like they was doing something. But I'm with you with Lance. Lance last drive, I was with, but all the other drives for that, he was ready to take off. At first I was kind of on him about his ball because I thought every time he threw the ball it was a little wobbly. But then, it looked like he calmed down. He started to put a little some spirals together. But I'm with you. It's no need to mess him up right now. You can see that he will have talent, and he, I wouldn't start him right now either. I'll still go with Jimmy until he ready. I think it's gonna help him in the long run.
Go ahead, Dre. You look like you ready to burst at the seams. I
Um,
think me and you gonna agree. Them two already agree. I think me and you gonna agree. But go ahead and go.
what I saw is Trey Lance add a different dynamic to the 49ers offense.
Mhm.
The boy rushed for 40 something yards. He escaped and threw a nice touchdown pass, even though it was broken coverage. The
He
guy was
actually rushed
wide
for 89 yards. Just so. No, I take that back. You right. I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Oh,
My
okay.
stats
Um,
my stats ain't complete on here.
so and then they didn't game. He didn't game plan. He didn't go on that game as the starter. He didn't go all week with the game plan and working with the ones and got the. He wasn't prepared to start. So give this man an opportunity to go in with practice, prepared to start with an offensive mind like Shanahan, with the different dynamics that he brings to the game. I actually think your offense will move better. I'm to be honest, if y'all don't start him and y'all season over with anyway with the other teams in y'all division, so you might as well let the boy get his links now and get moving in the right direction, because to me he's in a better situation than most of the other rookie quarterbacks. He got a great offensive coach. The team is, they have some talent around him. He's in a good situation. It's just, to me, he wasn't prepared to be the starter this week, but I wouldn't give up on him if I was y'all. If I was a 49er fan, similar to what we actually saw with Chicago, which I'm sure we're going to talk about later. Fields look bit better this week than he did last week, and maybe I was spoiled from number 4. Number 4 spoiled me seeing him his first 5 games as a rookie, tear up the league. But to me, if you got the right offensive mind like you do in Shanahan, and this man's prepared to start, I think he would bring more to the table than Jimmy can.
I agree. I agree. He didn't come in as a starter. He didn't have the full week of practice. All that what you said. He looked like he was poised enough to start some games and actually win some games. Um, Especially since y'all got a better than average defense compared to, the rest of the teams that has rookies on them. Outside of the guy that played, what's his name tonight, Matt Jones. Their defense may look a little bit better at this moment. Y'all got a bunch of injuries. Chicago actually got a pretty good defense, and like Dre said, Justin Fields played a little better. Defense can help keep them in the game, to kind of overcome some mistakes. But I think if they get the full week of first team reps, know what the game plan is, and they cater that to their talents, then yeah, I think he can win some games. I think he can do something. That we've seen plenty of quarterbacks come into the league in their rookie year. Cowboys got one. He wasn't playing. He was a 4th rounder. Wasn't expecting to come in, go 13-3. I think he has the right situation to be able to do something similar. I do. Now, Trevor over there at the Jags, they probably should have started him. Tua over Miami, he don't seem like he ready. Well, he ain't a rookie no more, but I don't think he was ready last year. There's some people that don't have the right situation and do need to wait. Some have a situation tenable enough for them to go ahead, start, take a few licks, but don't lose games, Maybe even help win some with their ability. So I agree with Dre. I think keep him in there.
I do want to say this real quick.
No number 4, Dre. He just you still need to start him. We probably I don't know if we're gonna talk about the game. We'll see. Go ahead, Deron.
I do want to say this later. That and in honor of Third, he brought this to my attention that we did tell you, Antoine, that your team was not good before you told us about how they were Super Bowl bound, and now you coming to the realization that they ain't that good. They one-hit wonders. They do. I like the defense. I do like the defense, but Jimmy is who we thought he was. We've been saying this since the moment he was with that team, that Jimmy is terrible. He ain't trash, but he's terrible. And I like Shannon. I like Kyle and his thing, but you don't have enough on offense to be a Super Bowl champs. So Third, that was an honor of you when we talked, man.
I ain't gonna say he trash. He just a what's my word? He's a not an offense manager.
You call him a bus driver. Game manager or bus driver.
Game manager. There it is. He a game manager.
One of them.
That's it. Yeah, he a game manager. That's all. He just, doesn't have to, don't make no mistakes. Don't cause a lot of turnovers. Just hand off the ball, little short passes, and you can win a playoff game with just 10 yards passing,
Sometimes that's all you need, man.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay,
but
so
I think
I disagree with this. That uh basically because he wasn't the starter. Um, we don't have three quarterbacks on our roster. We got two. He is the backup. So going into every single week, your backup quarterback has to know the game plan, has to prepare for the game plan as if he's the starter. The quarterback for my team, unfortunately, has been injured a few times since he's been with the 49ers. So this notion that, he's on his Xbox or PlayStation all week and he don't know what we supposed to be doing and how to execute a game plan, is ridiculous. The fact of the matter is that what we all understood, any of us who followed the draft, understood that Trey Lance was the most raw prospect of all the quarterbacks coming out that was supposed to be in the first round. Why is that? Because he only played a grand total of 14 games in his 3-year career in college.
Better than 11 for mine.
He did not play Division I football. He played in the FCS. He did not play at all. He played one game last season, all the last season, during COVID. So he has not played a lot of football. He does not have a lot of experience. The speed of the game is completely foreign to him. Like I say, he didn't even go against Division I athletes. He was the most talented player in the conference that he played in. He only played one season. He got mechanical issues, he got footwork issues, and he has the Kaepernick problem where he throws the ball way too hard for little 5-yard and 7-yard plays to his receivers right there across the middle. So he has the ability to avoid some pressure with his legs, but the problem is that if his first read ain't there, he's looking to abandon the pocket.
Yeah.
You cannot do that in Kyle Shanahan's offense. Kyle Shanahan knows this, understands this, and even though they may have desperately wanted for Trey Lance to go into training camp and preseason and to show that he was worthy of starting over Jimmy so that they can trade Jimmy, get some type of compensation for him or whatever. Fact of the matter is he could not do it. He completed 40% of his passes in preseason. And today he did not look much better throwing the football. And like Deron said, the dude's passes have been wobbly all through preseason. They was wobbly all day today. He has some things that he has to iron out before he is ready. And I'm not going to entertain my brother from another mother. Salute. You know what I'm saying? I'll let y'all do that. You know what I'm saying? But
I try, baby.
y'all can
let's move to
respond
another
and then we
game,
can move
man.
to the next game.
Because I hear a bunch of
Let
excuses.
Dre want to rebuttal real quick.
Yeah, my quick rebuttal is, first of all, we all have heard commentators and quarterbacks and everybody know that first team quarterback gets most of the reps and snaps in practice. They even always say how many snaps do the backup get? And when he does, he's going to get backup snaps with backup is second team offense, not the first team offense. You know what I'm saying? So he's still not getting game prepared. Secondly, you bragged all during the draft, Antoine, about how the reason why y'all moved up to get Trey Lance and all that is because he ran a similar offense in college and the system, and he fits Shanahan and all that stuff you said. All of a sudden now, it's not the same offense and he's not prepared. When y'all moved up to get him.
In the first round.
First round, y'all moved up to get the most rawest quarterback. That don't make sense to me. And then even then, it was a quarterback competition with him and Jimmy and this and that nature. The boy was 9 of 18, 50% today, without getting most of the snaps in practice. And pretty much same percentage as Jimmy. Jimmy, you act like we're talking about Trey Lance is replacing Dak or something. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's
like
throwing,
that.
69% or
I like that.
75%, who got 400 yards passing the game. We're talking about he replacing a quarterback.
Preach, boy.
125 a game, 118 a game. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't replacing a pass.
If you find the game where he had 118 and 125 this year, I'll give you $100. I'll cash that to you right now.
Well, give me 100 right now because he had 123 today. You didn't say barring injury.
I let me
I
say
got
this,
anything else?
This is the last thing, real quick. When he had that wide open play to Debo, and you saw that ball and how it went out to Debo, I knew right then and there that boy still needs some work. He was wide open and won't nobody. It really wasn't no pressure up on him. The ball was so ugly, and I was like, man, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all act like don't nobody else throw ugly passes.
But
you
gotta see these
throw ugly.
I understand
passes.
that.
Come on,
like,
man.
I know. I
You
did
gonna
give
say
him
we
props.
know he's not ready because he throw an ugly ball? Come on, you got many ugly balls Brady threw today? How many ugly balls Peyton Manning threw? Peyton Manning won a championship with duck balls being thrown in.
No, you're right. If you can have a duck ball here and there, but when majority of your passes in there, and when I finally saw a good one, I gave him credit for it. I knew it's still something he got to go. And Ant is right on this. If you look at his feet, he jitter feet, and he just don't go to second. You do see the talent. The boy got talent. The way he run the football is one of the best I've seen.
But
the smoothness
to get him.
Man, look,
I understand,
look.
He's wrong.
Lamar Jackson has one of the worst percentages in passing in the game. He has some of the worst feet when it comes to throwing the ball, especially his rookie year. And he still ended up being an MVP, just 2 years ago? You know what I'm saying? He still is not that great at throwing the ball. But they winning. They making the playoffs.
They run a offense where he's running the football.
Bruh, exactly.
We're not running that offense, so we're not gonna put him in that type of.
Can I talk? The game plan for the day was for who? Jimmy. It was not for Trey. You can't tell me that you're gonna have the same game. Let's move on.
Yeah,
that's gonna be the game plan. It ain't gonna be no Jimmy game plan where he's gonna run the ball like Lamar Jackson. He's not Lamar Jackson. We not gonna run no offense like Lamar Jackson. He got to run the offense, the same offense that Jimmy run. He gonna have to run that offense. Will there be some read options or zone read plays in there to let him run the ball? Some, yes. In short yardage, yes. They'll use that to help the running game. But he got to learn that offense of the same offense Jimmy runs.
Oh, the offense.
Hey. All right, Shanahan. Let's move on, Shanahan. Let's move on.
Adjust that offense to fit Trey.
I just said there's going to be some read option plays to help the running game. But the passing offense is going to be the same. He has to learn how to go through his progressions, which he does not know how to do. He's one read and tuck it. That's what he's doing right now. He's not ready. He ain't ready. All right. Let's move on to Houston Buffalo.
Ain't nothing to say about that game.
It is something to say about it. Come on, Drake.
Ain't nothing about that game, man.
It's the whole world. I'm actually so happy this is happening because now these Texans fans are coming down to reality. They realize, as a matter of fact, there's a bunch of memes going on here in Houston with Bill O'Brien talking about, "You miss me yet?"
That's brutal.
And then there's another one with Deshaun talking to Bill O'Brien talking about, and they actually thought they can replace us. So what it is I'm glad this is happening, because now the ownership, the fan base that, to me, are being stupid, realize what we had and what we lost and why. You know what I'm saying? Why we lost what we had. We had a team that was consistently, at least in the playoffs, winning divisions. You know what I'm saying? And we lost all of that because of ego in the management and ownership positions. So I'm glad Davis Mills is garbage, a waste of a 3rd round pick, terrible. You know, he's worse than probably. If I can think, I don't think there's a Texans quarterback that played as worse as he did today that's ever played in the Texans organization. I can't think of one off the top of my head
That's
bad of a
couple.
game this man had today, man. That's including Oswald, all of
That's what I
them.
was
Like,
thinking of.
that bad. That bad. So I'm happy. I'm hoping that, you know, they can go ahead and number 4. Go ahead and get that man out of jail and trade that man. Go on to go to Philly. Even though Jalen Hurts.
I thought I heard he was on the team. He just was inactive every week.
He is. But
he could play.
Like Randall Cobb said when he got traded back to the Packers, you know, he's out of jail. You know what I'm saying? So I feel they got Deshaun locked up. They need to trade him to the Eagles so the man can, you know, fly free.
Yeah, I'm with you. That's all I'm gonna say. They got what they deserve. You got this man capable of playing, and your pride and your ego is too much. You know what I'm saying? You got Sherman, what's his name? Sherman, playing for Tampa Bay tonight. Just joined the team. He out waiting on his case, you know, but he's eligible to play. You know what I'm saying? If Watson is eligible to play and he's willing to play, don't know if he's willing, but if he's willing to play, why not go ahead and play him? You know what I'm saying? Continue to grow his tradability in case everything goes to the point where he's acquitted or whatever, all the charges are dropped, he settles or whatever, and he's ready to play, and then you trade him. Why would you just tank unless you know you just decide to tank the whole season so you can get a 1st round pick and grab somebody out the draft? You know, now if that's what you're trying to do, then okay,
That's what they're doing.
I don't agree with it, but I mean, hey, but yeah, they getting what they deserve. But I wouldn't say it's necessary coaching. I think O'Brien had to go. I'm sorry. If you had Tyrod Taylor, yeah, it'd be a different story. Right now, it's, you know, your team has lost all hope because you ain't got no quarterback.
I agree with him for as GM. He's a terrible GM. Worst GM, yeah. But actually, I say this, I won't say head coach. He's a good offensive coordinator. But go ahead.
I'm surprised that you ain't pull a bag out the back seat of whatever vehicle you in and put it over your head. Because the first time that my team get curb stomped 40-0, I'm wearing a bag on my head for this video. I'm letting y'all know right now. If we get curb stomped 40-0, I've got a bag on my head. Y'all can call us the Bag-O-Niners. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just embarrassing. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn who the quarterback is, who the coach is, who the riders. I don't care. You don't get curb stomped 40-0 and then throw up the 8.
Disclaimer before the season, actually after the draft, I told y'all I'm not
rooting. Disclaimers and what you told us, man. I'm telling you.
I'm not rooting for this team, and I told y'all what's gonna happen. Didn't I? I told you I'm the Houston Watsons. I told you that.
Well,
you know,
Houston
I don't
Watsons
care.
got curb stomped today. Oh, and let me say this: how do we know that Deshaun Watson just told the team that he's not playing? Why are we so quick to say that the team is making the wrong decision?
They have the right to force him to play. They can force him to play.
Right, but then that brings a bunch of drama where he fakes an injury, say something wrong with his hamstring, his calf, all that type of stuff. Now you're going through this drama of trying to sue him for paychecks and all of that.
Then put that on him then.
Yeah, put it on him.
You're right, Tony. Activate him to play. And if he don't play, then yes, you blast his butt. He was activated to play. He refused to play. Put that on him. Don't put it on your organization where you make him inactive every single week, and you watch your team has to sit up here and watch that garbage, as Ray like to say. Then you know what I'm saying. That's I'm with you. The whole Texans,
Ben Simmons and Philly
fans, all the fans need to go to like they do the Saints, like they used to do the Saints. Go to the game and put bags on their head and sit in the stands like that. That's what they need to do.
We'll agree to disagree. I wouldn't want that drama around the team. The dude don't want
to the team now.
I'm saying the dude don't want to be on the team. He don't want to play for the team. He's made that known. I don't want the drama where now every player in the locker room has to answer
Bruh,
questions about him not wanting to play
bruh,
and them trying to
bruh.
force him to play.
Anyway,
He
doing it
reported to camp
Yeah, so he
on
can make
his
his money.
own.
But I'm just saying, that's
Okay,
me.
if you
That's
report
me.
to camp, that means you come to work.
in
If you
meetings
come to get
every
a check, you come to work. So if you
yeah.
going to get
He's
your
in
check, then you get on this field and you toss this ball around
the
and
meeting
do
room
what you're
in the
supposed to
workout
do.
room every
You come
day.
to get a check. I'm not supposed to make you inactive and you came here to work. No.
He up in the quarterback and
Again, we
Agree to disagree.
game
we're
stuff
gonna agree to
film and
disagree.
everything.
Carolina, Dallas.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Tony,
D.
you want to go?
I'm gonna probably agree with you. Go on here. Where you go?
Yeah, I know what I went. I know exactly where I went, baby.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Putting his sombrero back on.
I didn't make it to get mine, man. I gotta get me one. I gotta
I
get
know,
me
man. I'm
one.
gonna find you
I'm
one.
gonna jump on that there right there. We're gonna
Chiquita
Yeah, baby.
cowboy
bonita.
hat. Man, I didn't get that.
Señorita.
Man, I
Number
didn't get me
one,
one.
But I saw some
stock up.
Margarito, baby.
Chiquita bonita, señor.
Stock
Mwah.
up. Zeke, the monster. I tried to tell y'all before it started. The monster is back. Y'all ain't want to believe me. The monster is here. And I know y'all want to say, oh, well, Pollard can do what he can do. But the thing that Pollard can't do, what Zeke does, is turn a 1 yard gain into a 5 yards. Or I saw one play was like, it was 3rd and 4. He got hit in the back. In the backfield, he spins off and dives and gets a first down. Zeke is a monster, and I've been trying to tell y'all that. Y'all ain't want to listen. He came in camp the best shape he's been. Y'all done said he was washed up, that he won't nothing. He wasn't gonna do nothing this year. The boy is back, and y'all gonna have to deal with that all year. Number 2, the little monster, Diggs. I know you can say the zone coverage, it fell into his lap. The second interception he took for himself. The boy is always around the ball. You can't deny it. The boy, I told y'all once again, first week again. Y'all didn't want to listen. When I told him he shut down Mike Evans and how he followed him everywhere and he couldn't do nothing that game. I saw it then, and now y'all getting to see what I was trying to tell y'all in the very beginning. He is a Pro Bowler. Y'all say, oh, it's too early. All he need to do is probably get one more interception, and he gonna, he's in the Pro Bowl, and he got what? How many games left? We're week 4, so got 14 weeks left.
Wait
You
till
know
he
what I'm
play.
saying?
Talk
Wait till
to
he
me
play
after
what?
he play 10.
Play
Talk
who?
to me when number 10. When he play against number 10 in Arizona or one of the top 5 receivers in the game, then come talk to me.
Oh yeah, he already picked out. He already picked up Tom Brady. He already picked off Herbert. He didn't have an interception every game that he didn't play.
I didn't
What
say
else you want him to do?
I said when he
You know what
going
I'm saying?
against a receiver, top 5 receiver.
Oh,
When I said number 10 in Arizona, that's D-Hop.
like I said, the little monster's there. Y'all just gonna have to deal with it, and deal with it all year.
Who
My
they go up
defense,
today?
huh?
Who they check today?
Moore,
Who?
DJ Moore.
Who?
Man, stop,
What
man.
did
Stop.
Play, Dre.
what did DJ Moore end up with?
DJ had a good game. DJ had a
Yeah,
good
he
game,
still did.
but
Yeah.
he had a good
He's been
game.
having a good game every week, to be honest with you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's. But
He is their number one receiver
everybody
over
ain't
there.
getting a pick, ain't averaging a more than a pick a game. Everybody don't got 4 games in and got 5 picks. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can hide from it all y'all want. Y'all can make excuses all y'all want. Y'all can try to get y'all can try to get every top receiver in the league all y'all want. It still don't matter. You know what I'm saying? The boys
Right,
is this second
they
year
still scored
and
28
he's a
points.
monster.
They still scored
Hold up,
28
Dre.
points.
Let him finish, Dre. Let him
Monster.
finish, Dre.
Monster. You know what I'm saying? Number 2.
Hey,
Go ahead, Tony.
no, go ahead.
Oh, okay. One thing I got to give my defense, and it's still a work in progress, as we said in the first week. Number 1, before it became trash time, we don't give up big plays. Number 2, we got off of the field on third downs. Number 3, the pass rush, man. The pass rush. And if you can look at the pass rush and what it was, ain't even no DeMarcus Lawrence back yet. Ain't even no Gilmore back yet. This pass rush gonna get better throughout the year, and that's gonna be a problem. I gotta give Brown. He didn't have a great game, but he had a better game. Brown had a better game. I will say this about Carolina. That's a solid team. Not a great team, but that is a solid team. Matt Rule, you could tell, gonna have them boys playing well. My team is when the power rankings come out. If we not in that, that's crazy. That's crazy. I saw a power ranking where they had the Chargers in it, and we didn't beat the Chargers at their house. But Cowboy hate is gonna be just like y'all are right now.
They beat
hate
the
for no
Chiefs.
reason.
They beat the Chiefs.
We beat them. We beat them.
And nobody else.
Okay, we beat the team that beat the Chiefs. What else you want us to do? Yeah, I guess you want us to face everybody before you
So is this
realize.
gonna be a conversation between you and Dre, or
I'm
you gonna make your
finish.
points and let us
I'm
move
trying
on?
to finish. I'm trying to
That's my
finish.
fault.
Y'all keep talking. Y'all keep running y'all mouths. You know
That's
what I'm saying? The only bad thing I gotta say about my squad, and when you got a Super Bowl caliber type team, you got to nitpick. you got to nitpick. So I'm a nitpick a little bit. I said it. This is what we gonna do.
Oh, boy.
I'm gonna remember this too. I'm gonna remember this. Coaching. I said it earlier. Coaching. That. Here y'all go, man.
Oh, boy.
Y'all got something to say, man?
No, go ahead, Tony.
Man, so
Go ahead.
y'all is laughing, kind of made me lose my train of thought. Yeah, I mean, I like the way we play. I agree. Diggs is on his way to the Pro Bowl. It's too early for me to say that. Yeah, he's definitely gonna be in there, but he's definitely making the case, in my opinion. Me and my brother went back and forth a little earlier. And to allude to what Dre was about to say about how they scored twice, when we went up 20-something points. Well, that's when Diggs went out. Diggs go out the game, all of a sudden we give up 2 balls. All of a sudden they throwing the ball everywhere. And to lead into what me and Deron was going back and forth about before my brother hit the record. So he was saying our run defense is our Achilles heel. That's our weakest link. I said it's the pass. So I'm gonna break down some numbers for you. Week 1, we allowed 403 yards passing, only 52 yards rushing as a team. 32 was the highest. Week 2, 338 yards passing, 95 yards as a team rushing. The highest single individual got 54. Week 3, 326 yards passing, 64 yards allowed rushing as a team. The highest person was 35, and that was Jalen Hurts. This was the first week we allowed a team to get over 100 yards. They got 113 today. They still got 301 yards passing. The highest person that got individually was 57 yards. Our run defense is not our weak link. I told my brother will tell you all through the offseason, y'all hear me every time. Our defense, our passing defense is our weak link. Our secondary, especially in depth. Now I gave them some credit the other day. They was playing a little better. They surprised me. But today showed when somebody come in for the number one cornerback we have, we gave up big plays. We had, I don't even know the dude's name. I just know number 31. He out there looking confused replacing
Kennedy.
Diggs out there. You know, not true enough. He hadn't played much, you know, so he ain't got most of the defensive reps. If he had to go through the practice and got most of the reps and come out, maybe he'd do a little better. But Diggs go out the game, we give up 14 points. Diggs stay up in the game, I don't think we give up them same 14 points. So the depth in our passing game, you know, we lacking. We need some help. You know what I'm saying? We need people to stay healthy. I think if Diggs, he went out because come to find out he was having some tightness in his back. They wanted to be, you know, cautious. We had 36-17 or something like that. I forgot what the score was at the time. We was leading by 20-something points. You know, 23, 26 points. But this dude go out the game and whole back end of the defense fall apart. Anthony Brown, you was going to get some props from me, but in that time span, bro, you gave up way too much. Way too many yards passing. You went back to the old Anthony Brown as soon as Diggs left. I don't know what happened to you, bro, but come on, man. I need some consistency. You know, but yeah. I'm not gonna go as far as to say Super Bowl caliber as the run. I'm not gonna disagree with that, man. That's how you feel. You know, I'm not ready to say that. We still have a lot of work. I say this every week. We got a lot of work left for this team to get where it need to be. But I do think we can get there. I do think we have talent offensively.
Oh, we got it.
And I think we got talent on defensive line and enough in the linebacker core.
Yep.
My secondary is what I worry about, especially we have injuries to the key people. Curse, Diggs, playing outstanding right now. But anybody else in the back end?
Frazier,
I don't know.
Kazi, number 18.
Yeah. Oh man, that hit. And that was a bogus call, man. That was a legal hit. That was a good hit too. He rocked that dude for him to be as little as he is. I give him some.
The opposite corner, I even roll with Lewis, but the only weak link in that second is that opposite corner, and that's when Brown played it. That's the only person they pick on is the opposite corner of Diggs.
All right. So I'm gonna keep this short and sweet, and I'm gonna pass it on to Dre. First of all, what's dude's name? What's y'all cornerback name that y'all doing backflips over?
We're not doing backflips. See how y'all like to exaggerate stuff? They like to exaggerate when we talk positive about people.
I mean, y'all calling the dude, Deron called him a little beast. Both of y'all called him a Pro Bowler after 4 weeks, after 1 month of the season. Got 13 more weeks to go. Y'all called him a Pro Bowler.
I did not say he was a Pro Bowler yet. I said he was headed that way. Pay attention to what I'm saying, man. Don't be putting it all together.
Okay. So this is the same dude that gave up 8 catches, 113 yards, and 2 touchdowns to DJ Moore. Who? DJ Moore. Who? DJ Moore. Like
I just said, the dude wasn't
himself said that Diggs followed Moore. That he followed Moore today. Well, Moore gave him 113 and 2 touchdowns. That's what Moore gets. So imagine if he got to go against Devontae Adams or Michael Thomas or DeAndre Hopkins. You know what I'm saying? Like pump the brakes, man. Pump the brakes.
You don't play
that interceptions. I understand. It's the first time that y'all had a cornerback that looked like something. You know what I'm saying? And so y'all are jumping over the moon like way too fast. Like, let it come down some or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, pace yourself, young man. Pace yourself.
Nah,
that's what I'm gonna say.
No need.
The other thing is, I specifically said this. I said it in the off season when the schedules came out before we started doing these videos. If Deron is honest right now, he'll tell. I say the Cowboys, after they get past Tampa, has a poor schedule. Y'all gonna rack up wins. Everybody gonna jump on the bandwagon. Cowboys this, Cowboys that. Super Bowl. But it's gonna be fugazi. It's fugazi.
Oh, I can't wait.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you talk about, oh, well, we beat the team to beat Kansas City. They beat themselves. They had 2 touchdowns called back, 100 yards worth of penalties, multiple turnovers, and y'all won by a 56-yard field goal at the buzzer. Like, y'all didn't beat the Chargers. The Chargers beat themselves. You had 4 turnovers
Ain't what the
against
record
Tampa
say.
Bay, 100 yards in penalties, and you lost. Like my brother said, y'all giving up over 300 yards passing the game, and then you only play one elite quarterback. You still giving up over 300 a game. You gave up over 300 yards of passing to Jalen Hurts.
He threw 300.
Are you kidding me?
He threw 300.
Are you kidding me?
Then he throw 300, almost 300 the first week.
Hey man, look, I understand. Y'all feeling good right now. You feeling good right now, but I'm telling you, like, show some type of restraint. Super Bowl caliber team.
Yeah, no doubt.
On Tampa Bowl? That's the only place where this Cowboys team is Super Bowl caliber. You can't stop the pass, and you really can't stop the run. To be honest, both y'all right, because your run defense is trash. Your secondary is more trash. And you talk about one corner. They scored their touchdowns when we took Diggs out. Diggs is a corner. He one player. That don't all of a sudden open up your entire defense to where now they just going up and down the field scoring on y'all. You got pressure. You're right. Because y'all blitz the hell out of Sam Darnold. And Sam Darnold is not a bright enough quarterback and really don't have great weapons in the passing game, where his number one weapon, McCaffrey, ain't even playing, to get rid of the ball and make y'all pay for all the blitzing y'all done. Because before y'all start blitzing them, y'all wasn't touching that boy. The pass rush was non-existent.
Crazy.
Whatsoever. He was carving y'all up, and y'all started blitzing them like crazy, sending 5 and 6 people on down there every play, especially on third down. Stop the match. Stop the match. Y'all doing too much.
No.
Your team had a good first month. Congratulations. You played one team that made the playoffs last year, and that is Tampa Bay, and you took an L. The rest of the teams that you beat, non-playoff teams from a season ago. And the second team that you played, the Chargers beat themselves with undisciplined play and turnovers. But congratulations. You had a good first month of the season. So, let's relax.
Y'all gonna eat it all.
Like you said,
don't worry about it, bro.
Y'all gonna eat it all.
Don't. This is the one time. This is the one time. This is the one time my brother act like he ain't a football fan and watch football, and he say everything because of the hate for the Cowboys.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Strictly hate.
And then he always want to put all Cowboy fans together. I said the very first week, I admitted the very first week, the rest of our schedule was going to pretty much be weak, but we still got to win those games. Doesn't matter if they was weak. You want to talk about what people were last year? We ain't worried about what people were last year, whether they was playoff bound last year or not. We're talking about this year. What is people doing this year? Does not San Diego have a winning record right now? Yes.
Anyway,
was not Carolina 3-0? Yes. Don't act like we ain't beat people. Don't act like we beat the Giants and the Jaguars.
Carolina last week and said you ain't believing the 3-0 because of who they played.
Exactly.
Okay, so don't talk like what they not. Yes, they were. So what? Y'all ain't beat nobody. Relax.
I already said we wasn't.
Go ahead,
Trey.
No,
we ain't got to relax. Don't be mad because your team suck right now.
Yeah, for real.
My team is, but I'm not mad. I said we a bad team. We a bad team. But I'm just saying.
That ain't what you said in the beginning of the year.
We told you that.
We gonna be a problem.
We gonna be a problem in playoffs. Keep that energy. The run. You done already said when y'all lose, you ain't showing up for the video. Keep that energy, partner. Both y'all. That's all I'm saying. Keep that energy all year.
Oh yeah, same thing.
That's all I was gonna add. Come December, like I said, the stock they gonna get all, swole and happy. It comes every time, every year.
Dre,
So that's what
Dre,
I'm gonna say. But
didn't you do that with the Texans? Dre, didn't you do that with
Stop
the
saving
Texans?
that.
And didn't you do that with the
the
Texans? And they got
Texans
us.
go to the playoffs. We
Uh,
went to the
we've been to the
playoffs
we've
every
been
year.
to
Yeah,
the
we
playoffs
going.
too.
We've been
You
tied.
know,
Oh, we
Watson's been
going.
as many times
We
as
gonna
Dak.
be there.
Watson's
We the
been
only
as many
team up
times as
on here
Dak.
that gonna
Won
be
as
there.
many games as Dak.
No.
Watson ain't done nothing no different than Dak, bruh. Go
Watson
look at the record. Go look at the stats. So don't come to
been.
me about keep the
Hold
same
on.
energy. You ain't keep the same energy. You act like your team was
Tony,
like San Francisco and been to the championship or been to the Super Bowl, bruh. Y'all
Tony,
been trash like we been trash, bruh. Y'all ain't done nothing no different than us. So
Tony,
you keep the same energy. Houston
Hey
Watson,
man, we did
you ain't
divulge
got a
into
team
full
right now.
blown arguing.
hold on.
Can we move on to Detroit, Chicago?
Hold
Oh no,
on.
let Dre
My
finish,
point.
man. Yeah,
I
let
didn't
Dre
have my
finish.
point. The stats that Tony spit it out in a debate between the weaknesses between the Cowboys passing, if you add all that up, that's 500 yards almost per game.
No, it ain't.
Y'all
It's
defense is not
we only had one
that.
person get 400. We didn't
Huh?
say they
So
were.
he talking about
I said
passing and rushing. He talking about
Passing
total
it.
yards.
You combine them yards. If you all those numbers you spit out, you combine them yards, y'all giving out a lot of
yeah,
yards.
we
Y'all
giving
gave
about
up more
400.
yards to the
Trash,
Hold on.
trash yards.
We
This
giving
Y'all
is
about
this,
400.
this is what I was telling about Dak last year, and why I was getting mad at Dak because he was getting trash yards at the end of the game after being down. We are handling teams. We are handling teams so well and blowing them out that boys have to literally go into pass happy. With Carolina today, if it weren't for the pass interference or the personal foul, they weren't going to score that touchdown. And they got a trash one. We just playing prevent the whole time. That's 14 points. Really, that that if you watch football, you understand. Like, man, that was trash points. That was trash yards.
Deron, how many more yards you think they would have got if that boy Christian McCaffrey would have played?
I think they would have lost still. I think they still would have lost.
Okay. Anyway,
because Herbert was playing well. If you watch the game, you can see in the first half Herbert was playing well.
If
Dre, I'm gonna answer your question. Not one of these teams got
when
500
y'all
yards.
play Tampa Bay, not Tampa Bay, excuse me, when y'all play the Rams, Arizona, the Packers, Chiefs, one of these teams that offensive, if y'all giving up 400 to Sam Donald, I'm scared to find out what y'all gonna give to Patrick Mahomes.
All right, man. We arguing. We just arguing right now.
Sam did not get 400 yards, bro.
Let's move on.
Sam did not get 400 yards. I need to make sure you clear.
Detroit, Chicago.
No.
Fields had a good game, 11-17. You know what I'm saying? Had a good game. It wasn't better than Dak. They didn't look better than it.
Let's talk.
I'm just playing. Want to move money instantly with a few.
Hello? And don't you ever put Dak and Watson in the same sentence again. And you don't even put them in the same sentence. Dak ain't nowhere near.
Hey, we were talking Detroit, Chicago.
Even the wrong would take that
on track, man.
Watson before he won't. Before
Let's get back on track, Dre. You said you had an hour, man.
Look here, bro. Don't even throw nobody name in here who ain't even playing.
Hey,
just don't even put them out here.
Oh my God, y'all.
Move on. Go on. I don't have nothing to say about Detroit or Chicago.
Good bounce back win by Chicago. Jared Goff, man. He gonna be a backup. He gonna be a backup soon. Jared Goff gonna be a backup soon. They was down in the red zone about 4 times against Chicago when the score was 14-0 and could not get in the end zone. And that coach, I don't know what his infinity is with going for it on 4th down. But when you still in the game, man, and your offense is moving the ball, you have to reward them. You got to give something to your defense, to make them to keep playing hard and try and take points. Just a couple of field goals in them trips, one more touchdown, you in the ball game. Instead, he wants to keep going for it on 4th down. They not converting. Then Goff is fumbling the ball away. But Chicago had a nice bounce back, game. They ran the ball well. Justin Fields did look better in this game than he did in the last game. So, That's positive for Chicago. Dre, you got anything or
Nah, same thing. You know, you said everything. You hit all the points.
all right? Let's go to Cleveland, Minnesota. Did y'all like that game?
It was boring to me. I watched a little of it, but
It was kind of boring.
yeah, it wasn't. It was a low scoring game, and you know, both teams are, to me, are alike. You know, both teams should be doing better than they are with the eye test, I should say.
Yeah. And they really their offensive styles is really kind of the same. Didn't Cleveland head coach come from Minnesota? Wasn't he the former offensive coordinator or something over there with the Vikings?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. I'm just now thinking about that. When you said that they are alike, they really are like the style of play.
Yeah.
And if you look at they both got good receiving cores, it's built around the run game, got a real good number one running back, solid number two. But it was kind of a boring game. I kept expecting or waiting for cousin Kurt to do something and go and take over because Faker Mayfield wasn't doing nothing.
Both of them the same. Both of them the same type of quarterback to me.
Better than cousin, better than Faker.
But barely.
He much better than Faker, man. Y'all want to add something to that game or we moving on?
I got 15 minutes, so go next one.
All right, well, let's get to a good one. Arizona, the Rams.
Man, that was a good one. That was a good one. I thought it was going to be a little bit closer. I actually picked the Rams to win, but I knew Arizona was going to, put up a fight and look good. But, man, that offense, finally, Arizona offense is starting to look like I thought it would look last year. But now, with the addition of A.J. Green, Kirk Hopkins, Connor at running back, what's the name? Actually, to me, that now it's a battle for that MVP as of right now because Kyler looking MVP-ish a little bit, starting off, nice win today. He looked good. It was a battle of the Dallas area quarterbacks, with both of them coming from the Dallas area. But, it was a good game. But if they play again, I'm waiting to see when they play later on in the season. I think the Rams might get them later on, but it was a good game. Two good offensive-minded coaches going at it.
It was darn near a blowout to me. Arizona exposed the Rams defense, which I said last week that I wasn't buying the Rams defense. They secondary ain't no good. They got one pass rusher. They linebackers ain't no good. You got Jalen Ramsey. Now he the truth. But everybody else in that secondary, they got exposed, man. They got exposed. Kyler Murray completely exposed them. And the Rams, with no running game, which I also spoke on, now all they got to do is play against the pass. You ain't worrying about their running game. Try and hold down Cooper Kupp and keep Deshaun Jackson from going deep. That's what Matthew Stafford trying to do. Hit Deshaun Jackson deep. Other than that, he's looking for Cooper Kupp. You know what I'm saying? And once you take them two out the passing game, it's a wrap. So this is just more justification of me being right yet again. But,
it's also with me being right that I told you who's the top two teams in that division.
well, again, it's week 4. Let's pump the brakes.
I know you're not thinking you're gonna compete in that division.
let's pump the brakes. There's a lot of football left to be played. Go ahead, Tony.
Cardinals needed this win because to solidify where they was going to be at. This was a statement win for them because they really haven't played anybody before now. Honestly, when you look at how the first 4 weeks have gone, they played Tennessee week 1, blew them out. Close game against Minnesota, so I thought Minnesota was going to be a little bit better today, but they wasn't. They beat Jacksonville, worst team in the league. So they needed this win right here as a statement win to say that yes, we are legit. You know what I'm saying? They actually beat a really good team. Somebody I'm like Dre, I picked the Rams to win because of looking at who Arizona had played. They don't have a running game, as my brother stated. You know, so they defense after that week 1 looked real good. Week 2 and 3, not so much. Yeah, they beat Jacksonville, but it still wasn't. You know, I think it was a little closer than the score show. In some areas, you know, their defense wasn't all that, but you know, they stepped up today. Offense stepped up big time today. I'm with Drake, Kyler Murray. You know, he should be at least in the conversation at this
Oh yeah.
after the first quarter of the season. You know, as been in the MVP race. But yeah, they needed this. You know, the rest of their schedule, heck, it don't really look that much better than the Cowboys schedule. To be honest with you, I'm looking at. You know, they got Cleveland, which you know that shouldn't be that hard of a win really with Faker. Now you got Green Bay, they got San Fran twice, but my brother say his team bad, so you can expect that. Carolina, Seattle, their defense ain't been all that good. You know, they put off a nice close one today, but they ain't got much defense. Chicago got good defense, but you got to see where Justin Fields at. You got the coach, and if that Faker number 2 that Indy is playing, then you know that should be an easy win for them too. So I mean, looking at their schedule, how they was able to pull off this win today, you know, it is going to be a battle between them and the Rams for that top spot in their division.
Nothing
When
deep.
you D,
No, y'all didn't say it at all.
All right, man. Let's touch on some of these upsets right quick. Tennessee, New York Jets.
now we have not officially did the what we called it, biggest upset, the biggest disappointment.
Yeah.
We hadn't officially did it,
Upset
although we
special.
keep saying it. Yeah,
I
this
got
is an
5
upset
minutes now.
special. This
I'm
is
gonna
the
send y'all
biggest.
my
This the biggest disappointment right here. Tennessee losing to Jacksonville. Biggest disappointment. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
Tennessee, man. I think they trapped in that mode when you have a good solid team and you add a big name and you automatically in your mind you fast forward through the regular season and get to the championship game or something like that, because there's no excuse for this. It seemed like they got Julio Jones and they felt like they didn't have to play the regular season. You know what I'm saying? That they was just gonna pencil themselves in to the AFC Championship game. Tennessee has not looked like the team that I've come to expect them to be, which is they not a great defense, but they been solid behind the running game, play action off of that, methodically move the ball, and just let King Henry lean on people and take over in the fourth quarter. They didn't put way too much trust in that quarterback, and they are playing outside of their character. Now I got a huge laugh. And Toon, if you watching, do not flag my YouTube page because your team lost. But man, I got a huge laugh because one of my partners, man, is a Titans fan. And he considered this a bye week. Bye from New York back to Tennessee with that L. Lost to the Jets is the worst team in football. Period. Yes, they worse than the Texans. They worse than the Texans. But Salah, man. Salah had them boys playing inspired today. Zach Wilson, which I said after he threw 4 picks in the week 2 or week 1, and Drake came on here and said that he was garbage. I told you then, relax. He a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Let's not throw him in the trash bin just yet. And the boy played well today, man. He made some great throws. He made better decisions with the football, and they played inspired football. So that was a great win, I think, for the Jets.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
going to
just with
before I
Zach.
leave.
I'm gonna say this real quick, Jerry. Just with Zach Williams. I mean Zach Wilson, and that receiver that they got makes them not the worst team in the NFL. Just on that alone. That's it.
I think Tennessee remind me of how Denver was right before they got Peyton Manning. You know what I'm saying? Good team, playoff team, just was missing something. And I actually just think if they can if Aaron Rodgers goes to Tennessee next year, if he leaves Green Bay, or actually if say Tannehill gets hurt this season and Cam goes to Tennessee, like I just think they just that one quarterback away from actually being extremely dangerous. You know what I'm saying? With the Henry, those wide receivers they got, the offensive line they got. I think that's all they missing is that next tier quarterback to really take them over the hump.
Yep. All right. Let's go New York Football Giants at the New Orleans Saints. Another upset.
I'm in Louisiana right now. And I got a chance to talk to some Saints fans. They sick.
They pulling out their brown bags.
They all thought that was an easy W.
And Danny, what's his name? Dennis Green's voice. Jameis is exactly who we thought he was.
Inconsistent.
Yes,
exactly
man.
who we thought he was. But we all thought that was an easy win, though. We thought that was an easy win because I think we all. Matter of fact, when we did picks, my brother like, we ain't gonna even worry about that. We already know everybody got.
Yeah,
so we all picked the same.
He typical Florida State.
It was a number of those games though, where we all just was like, yeah, well, okay, we all going Tennessee, we all going New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? We all going Buffalo. Like it was a lot of those games, but New York Football Giants, Jason Garrett.
I'll see y'all next week, man. I'll send you in my pick.
All right, Dre.
All right, fam.
Be safe out there, man.
But yeah, man, old Jason Garrett had them boys pull it off, man. So, I'm kind of happy for old Jason. All right, let's hit. Let me see. Indy and Miami. My boy, Carson.
Go for it, man.
Balling like Michael Parsons. Let's go.
Man, boy, I need to
Don't you cuss on this video, man.
I don't cuss no way, but man, you did kind of, man.
Nah, man. Coach played well. Running game was good. I wish they had some better receivers out there, man. But Carson Wentz, man, and you know what? Miami struggled to stop the run today. They really struggled. Like the coach was running all over them. I'm like, dang, I ain't think they run defense was this bad. They had a ball day running the football. And old Carson, almost MVP Carson, man, when it showed his face today, man. That boy was flinging that ball. He was, playing consistent. You know what I'm saying? He put the ball in harm's way. Carson was balling today, man. You know what I'm saying? I think the coach finna go on a little win streak.
Man, they just got a hold to a bad Miami defense. We thought they was gonna be good. That turned out not to be the case. Like a lot of teams, there's a lot of defenses we thought was gonna be good this year, and has not lived up to that billing. That's all that is. Carson will be same old Carson. Let's see who they play next week. He gonna be same old Carson next week probably. He just managed to bus drive today and not cost him no losses. That's all. He was able to go mistake free.
I'll just say this. So I'm waiting that once Hilton get back, I think they'll be a little bit better.
All right, man. So we can go on ahead and move to next week. Go and get our picks
Yeah,
in to run. How everybody did this week? I think we probably all struggled a bit.
I know I probably got the worst record this week. Man,
Yeah, you
I
had the
took a couple
worst.
of gambles that didn't pay off.
Well, I'm a little because everybody said about New Orleans and the Giants. Antoine, Dre, and Tony picked the Giants. Well, no, hold on. No, my bad. Yeah, Giants, Giants. We all picked the Giants. Maybe I thought when you said we
I'm
all did the
finna,
same thing.
I'm finna have to go back and watch videos on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, see, what the thing about it, maybe when you said we all got the same thing, because I put all the Giants on everybody. Who did you have, Tony? Did you write it down?
Uh,
Nah,
who did they play again? Just said it.
New
the
Orleans
Saints.
Yeah, no, I wrote down the Saints on my phone.
for all of them, or
No,
you
I
just do
only wrote for
yours?
me. Yeah, I'm a dude. Start doing all of them now.
Yeah, see, I
So
got that's what I'm just saying. I started doing it last year when the
yeah,
run started messing up the count, and here he is again messing up the count. You know what I'm saying? Because he probably picked the Saints and trying to jump on our bandwagon. So I'm gonna have to go back and
I'm gonna
watch
go.
the videos I
Yeah, I'm gonna
picked.
go be back and watch the video. That's what I'm gonna do. Um, but the total right now is Ant 37, Tony 38, I'm at 40, and Dre's at 42. I had the best week, 13. Tony had the worst week at 8. Ant had 10, and Dre had 12. And you know what? What I'll do is I'll start taking, like I used to last year, take the picture so y'all can see it.
Yeah, can
Yeah.
you take that right after
Cause,
we make
cause
picks?
last week, like you was in last place.
No, me and you was tied in last week. Me and you had 27, and they had the
Me and
same
Jay
number
was,
too.
yeah, me and Jay
Y'all was
was
tied.
tied and
Y'all
y'all
was
was tied.
driving. Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
so and so now you didn't leapfrog me and Tony. Now you in second place.
Yeah. Tony only had 8 for this week.
yeah, I lost a
You
lot
had
this
10.
week.
You had 10 this week. Only one I missed on Tennessee, the Rams. That's the only 2 I missed.
So you
That's
picked
the
the
only two
Giants.
you missed.
Yeah. I picked the Bengals. I picked Washington. I picked Buffalo. I picked the Lions, Dallas, Indy, Browns.
Lions didn't win.
Here you go. Here you go. What I tell
Lions
you?
lost
What I tell you?
to the
What I
Bears.
tell you? What I tell you, man? This dude here, man, be cooking the books. He be cooking the
Hold
books.
on.
He know he the only one write them down, so he cooks the books. It be changing up his scores, man, to try and make it look like I'm telling you, man. This dude here, he cheating everything, man. Everything, y'all. If we put him ahead of something, he gonna cheat his way through. I'm telling y'all.
Dalton didn't play, so he had to. Yeah.
Yeah, I messed up and picked the Niners thinking that they was going with Jimmy, they was gonna be able to do something.
Jimmy got hurt, man. He was out of
That's
the halftime.
yeah, I ain't doing that no more.
But you didn't
No, I
even.
don't
He was
like
the only
Tim
one that
Nolan.
did the Niners. He was the only one that
Yeah,
did the Niners.
I'm the only one because I was like, man, they gonna bounce back. Yeah, I ain't doing that no more. No, I don't like them no way.
Well, I'm gonna send it to y'all. I'm gonna take a picture of that, and we're gonna listen to it.
Nah, I don't even want your paper because you be there. I see you flipping pages. You didn't redid it, rewrote them all over again. I ain't trying to see that, man.
We
You
can go
didn't
to the
rewrote.
video, dog.
You
We
didn't
can
re.
go to the
I am.
video.
Trust
We
me,
can go to
I
the
am.
video.
I'm
We can go
going
to the
to.
video.
I'm going to the tape. All right, man. Thursday night got the Rams versus Seattle. Hold on. I need to give me something to write with.
Hey, the Broncos lost, right?
Yeah, Broncos lost.
Yeah.
So how many you got? How many you come up with, Tony?
I mean, you probably right. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah.
You probably
8,
right on
right?
mine. I know I lost a
Yeah.
lot. Let's see, I won 1, 2,
You won
3,
Cincinnati. You won
4,
Washington. You won
5,
Buffalo.
6, 7.
You got 7. Cause see, and
Wait,
I'm
where am I? I'm
thinking when
missing it.
he's
Let's see. Hold on. I got
no. Well,
Cowboys,
if
Bengals, Chiefs, Bills,
Green
Washington,
Bay.
Packers, Bucks. Yeah, that's 7.
Well,
Am
you
I
know
missing
what?
a game?
No. What I think I did when he said everybody, I put the Giants down for everybody.
No.
That's why when he was saying, I put the Giants for everybody. Everybody has Giants, and when he said we all going the same, I'm pretty sure I wrote that the same for everybody. So I need to drop 1 for everybody. So if I drop this one, I drop New York off for everybody's.
All right.
Yeah. I took some gambles on the Lions. That was 1. I picked Vikings
So
and the Saints. Those were the gambles last. Took a gamble on the Niners and the Broncos.
All right. Rams, Seattle. I'm gonna go Rams with a bounce back win.
Yeah, I'm going
yeah,
Rams too.
that's easy, Rams.
All right. Jets at Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I rock with
ATL.
Atlanta. I rock with Atlanta
I
last week.
know you. I know you was the only one that picked Atlanta last week.
So
I'm
how
gonna
you
go with
give up
Atlanta.
wins to me, bro? Like I'm not understanding. Don't worry
Okay,
about it.
hold
Don't
on.
worry about it.
I tell you. No, I tell you.
Don't worry about it. I go back. I go back. Don't
I
worry
tell
about it.
you.
I don't trust your paper.
You
I
picked
don't trust your
Miami,
paper. Don't worry about it.
but you know you picked Miami.
I don't trust your paper. Don't worry about it.
But you know
Don't
what you
worry.
picked though.
Don't worry about it. I don't remember what I picked last week, man.
Yes, you
I
do,
was
man.
drinking beers all day
Stop playing. Stop playing.
with my brother. You know what I'm saying? Well, he wasn't drinking. I'm saying,
Yeah,
so,
that's why I say I know you lying
okay.
right there. I know you lying right there.
So my brother was here last week against Green Bay. You don't remember?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I
No,
know. I was there.
I'm telling him.
I'm talking about the beers. I thought you was trying to say that he was drinking beers.
Nah, I was saying I was drinking, but he was here. I don't want nobody to think my brother's over getting drunk. No, he wasn't. Jets, Atlanta.
ATL.
I'm gonna go ATL. I think just
I'm gonna go Jets. I think they're gonna keep it rolling.
I think Atlanta
Green
get their
Bay,
first one.
Green Bay versus Cincinnati.
Green Bay.
Man, I'm gonna do Packers with a question mark. I may change that.
I'm gonna go Cincy. Who they? Detroit, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm done with the Lions right now.
Yeah,
I
me
thought
too.
they was close. I just knew they was gonna be able to pull something out.
Denver, Pittsburgh.
Man, that's a good one.
I'm going
If
Steelers. What's his name is on in protocol right now? Concussion protocol. Teddy.
that's what I'm saying. If Teddy plays, I go Denver. If Teddy don't play, I go Pittsburgh.
I don't
I
know.
mean, yeah.
Pittsburgh at home. I think Pittsburgh bounced back. Man, they've been having a rough few games. I think they bounce back either way.
You going Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Pittsburgh.
And you going stipulation?
Right.
Deron?
If
Now,
Teddy.
right now, straight right. Deron.
I'm
Yeah,
talking to Deron, yeah.
yeah.
Don't forget to post. If you don't post your final answer, man, this gonna count as an L. Miami,
Oh,
Tampa Bay.
who you got, Kenpo?
Denver.
On which one?
Are you going Denver?
Yeah, I ain't writing everybody else's right now.
We all
I
gonna go
come.
Tampa Bay, right?
Tampa
Versus
Bay who?
Miami.
Yeah.
New Orleans versus the football team.
Washington. Man, New Orleans is in the same boat as Atlanta right now for me. I'm gonna bring Atlanta out of the doghouse. I'm gonna put the Saints right up in there. Cancel
I was
culture.
looking at the number. Winston didn't have that bad of a game. He was like 17 or 24, no picks. I'm going Washington too. Who you going for, Kimbo?
Football team. Philly versus Carolina.
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 That's gonna be a good one.
I'm really only going Carolina because they're at home.
That's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna go with Philly. Tennessee versus Jacksonville.
Yeah,
Tennessee.
I'm gonna go Jags.
What?
For now, anyway.
I'm gonna go Tennessee too. I think they're gonna feel some type of way about losing to the Jets.
Oh yeah, they did just. Yeah, I'm gonna stay right now, but I might change it later. Keep it at Jags for now. That's my upset for the week.
I think we all gonna go Patriots versus Texans.
Yeah. They going for 0-16. They want first round pick.
Chicago versus Las Vegas.
I'm gonna go Las Vegas. And you Texans fan, don't get mad at me because I said I think they're going for.
You going Las Vegas
first
too,
pick.
Deron?
Yeah.
Cleveland versus Chargers.
Chargers.
That's the best game.
Chargers at home, so I'm gonna go with them.
Yeah, just because you said that.
All right.
Who you got? You got Chargers too?
Yeah. New York Football Giants versus Dallas.
We all know where everybody going.
You already know where I'm going for sure.
We all know where everybody going. Stop playing with me.
Dallas. Dang, I do want to pick the Giants, man.
Man, stop playing, man. Stop playing.
They played inspired.
You gonna be picking Dallas the rest of the way.
Nice little pick'em game.
It is a Jason Garrett reunion.
What's a pick'em game?
Giants, Dallas.
Man, stop playing. It's a division foe, but stop playing with me, man.
Yeah, it is a division foe. And like I said, the Giants played inspired today. Dallas might be flying a little bit too hot, smelling themselves.
You're gonna do what you did last year. You're gonna pick against us now, but then you're gonna call me up later saying, "Man, I'm switching my picks to Dallas." So stop
I don't
playing.
call you switch my picks. I switch my
Well, you
picks.
did on messengers. You hit me up. What's the next game, man?
I'm gonna leave that one as a question mark. I don't know yet.
We know.
Next one is my Niners versus Arizona.
Going to Cardinals. I ain't around with your Niners no more.
Yeah.
We all going Arizona.
For it.
Buffalo, Kansas City.
I'm gonna go. Chiefs at home Sunday night. I wrote
I'm going
down
Kansas
Bills,
City.
but
That is Sunday night football.
Yeah.
They playing at home. I originally wrote Bills. I'm gonna stick with the Bills. Kansas City defense is still terrible. I'm gonna stick with the Bills for now.
Last game,
Who you got,
Baltimore
Kimbo?
versus
Who you got?
Buffalo. Last game is Indy versus Baltimore.
Baltimore. Carson
You
Wentz
Baltimore
throw
too?
for less than 200 yards and throw 2 picks.
Did he throw 2 picks today? Oh, you
No.
saying that's what he gonna do?
That's what he gonna do against Baltimore.
Yeah, we all.
190 yards with 2 picks.
Oh,
That's what Carson Wentz gonna throw next week.
Wentz.
no, he ain't. I'm picking
Yeah.
Baltimore, but he gonna do better than that.
Nope, 192 picks and a fumble.
You lucky you don't do no gambling. I had you buy me and Carson some Buffalo Wild Wings or something out there. Hey man, so before we go, I just want to, quick story time. I executed the greatest Madden comeback in the history of Madden comebacks. Before
No,
we
we're
start
not doing this.
Yeah.
Can we
Story time
do the
for your
top
boy
five?
for third. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
my
You
goodness.
wanted to give a nice little tribute to third, so I'll save this for my
I
boy.
know you're not gonna do a mad thing on.
Hey, my boy, I spotted him. You know how we play, right? You get up 21, you get one possession. He went up 21. Came back and got him in the fourth quarter, beat him 39-38. And I went for 2 to get the 1 point extra. When I tell you that he was hot, white hot, you know what I'm saying? He did everything in the book. Beat him. Trash. That was for you. You, my G. You are you are famous now.
If you was talking about us and our rings being petty, if this ain't the most pettiest thing
Well,
that we did up here.
I don't care. You know what I'm saying? He got my cousin attacking my team when we hurt and we bad. Yeah, I just gotta let everybody know. Third, Eugene Lewis. I did it to him. Greatest comeback in the history of Madden. Hey man, I thank y'all for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Third, don't flag my video.
Super Bowl.
Don't forget to like,
Super
subscribe,
Bowl
share this video. Make sure y'all come back and check with us, man. Saturday, we gonna do a little video, basketball, baseball. You know what I'm saying? Then we back
Ain't
to
doing no
regular
baseball.
programming come Sunday.
Ain't
Yeah,
doing no
yeah.
baseball.
San Francisco Giants, we showing some love. Hey, tell your friends about us.
My future bleak with emotions I'm renouncing. They say I got what it takes. Learning from my mistakes. Through decisions I made. Swear I'm hungry for cake. My heart black and my mind gone and my soul cries, but I don't. I start spazzing to get too blow to get so high. Switch